There is someone that you haven't been able to move past, to get over. You've been stuck on them mentally. And they actually see this connection as something that had seeds that actually could have gone somewhere. This is not a close connection. So, where you may feel that it's something you never quite moved on from, this person still sees opportunity within it. So, we're going to pull and see what is going on within this connection. We're going to do you versus them to see what is going on within this dynamic and whether something is going to come in and change. What is up, guys? It is Christina, the tarot reader, and I have a reading for you. Let's see. Where are you right now? Oh my God. Prisoner of your mind. So you may be really consumed with thoughts of this person right now, or have been for a while. There's been a sense of entrapment that you haven't been able to get past, that you're stuck in a certain place when it comes to this connection. That maybe it's bound you and kept you from living your fullest, freest life. Maybe it's really weighed you down in a lot of aspects. But something that you can't get over mentally is really clear right now, or that it's something that's been really taking over your mind. Paralyzed by fear, but isolation, withdrawal, you're feeling the loneliness, you're feeling the sadness, you're hermit in reverse. You're feeling completely isolated. Maybe you've also been a bit recluse, a bit closed off, not really allowing much of any energy into your life right now. Queen of Cups, look at you. You are very empathetic. You're very tapped in. You have a depth of emotion. You feel things. You may also be a water sign, but just your capacity to love, your depth of emotion, how you can be overwhelmed with emotion. She does remain pretty balanced, but when we're in this loneliness, when we're in this sadness, when we're feeling constricted by our mind, that's when I can just see, when you feel it, you feel it hard. When you love someone, you love them dearly. This is someone that's weighed a lot on your heart space. This is someone that you had an intuition about. This is someone that you really saw something with, that you had a true vision about. Nine of Wands. So maybe it feels like an endless journey, something that you've been persevering on. It could also have many cycles, maybe many times in which this connection's been in and out. There's a sense of fatigue. I really do feel it feels like you're at the end of cycle energy. You're at your eights, you're at your nines, you're reaching your breaking points at all of these domains, mentally, spiritually. You feel blocked out of communication. You feel like you can't communicate with this person, that there isn't a way in which to resolve this. It feels conflicted. And you're going back and forth in your mind how much priority, how much weight that you give to this situation. Is this something that you still hold on to? You're looking towards the future. You're trying to put yourself first, thinking towards what you need to do in order to break this feeling, in order to break this isolation that you have been in, this sense of real trauma state since this person's been out of your life. One more. The Hierophant. You feel it's something very spiritually guided to you. That's why you haven't been able to get past it. But maybe also you have been broadening your understanding of spirituality and the metaphysical and energy work and energies and connections. Maybe there has been some learning. Maybe there has been really acquiring knowledge here as you've been on your journey. I want to just see how this person sees the connection, okay? Because Seven of Pentacles came out for them. How do they see it? They're apprehensive towards taking the leap of faith. There's something about their energy that knows that a new beginning is on the precipice, but is apprehensive, has a sense of fear. I wonder what the fear is around the connection. Death. That there's been a big ending here. Wow. Ace of Swords, the Fool. There's been a big ending here. They're apprehensive to take it, but they know that there's a truth, that there's a clarity that rings true to the connection. And I bet would confirm a lot of what you feel from this person energetically. They're apprehensive about coming forward, maybe because of the last ending between you two. The feeling that maybe it's meant to be over. There's transformation energy here, the moon. Hidden feelings, things that haven't come to the surface. Expressing these things. Uncertainty about where the connection is lying right now is where this person's at. They feel serious heartbreak. I want one more for that. I feel like you're like, yeah, right. No, okay. There's something about the depth of connection they have with you. How well they knew you, how experienced this connection was, how much weight was on this connection, how much value they put in this connection, how much of a wish fulfillment it is and was. The Empress. They see you as their divine feminine, as their person, as their ultimate. Wow. There's cycles that they're closing out, and there's a King of Wands at the bottom. There's still someone with a mission towards you. As I said, I think that they see opportunity still. Enough time has to go by. There is an apprehension though. I do want one more for this Fool. Let me just get this Fool energy. They want to be clear in their choice. They want to have certainty. They feel a bit unsure. Maybe they're a bit afraid, okay, of where the situation may lie with you, what they are actually... In this person's mind, there is a bigger plan with you, okay? They see you as their divine feminine, the Empress. They literally see you as their other half. In a perfect universe, in a perfect world, the world's ending, who do you call? Who do you run and grab? That person, okay? There's a clear intention of wanting to communicate this, okay? That you're their wish fulfillment, that they've had this strong foundation of relationship with you, that there was heartbreak that was felt here on both sides. There's a bit of apprehension. There is strength and connection. There is feeling clarity about it, but maybe feeling a little bit, especially because you've been in such a concentrated energy on what you haven't been able to get past. Maybe there has been a strength in the connection of just the block and where you have been stuck on this connection, and you may be mirroring. There may be the same block that they're apprehensive about coming forward. Um, Death is a big focal point in this connection. The ending, how it ended, why it ended, what was felt by both parties. There's significance here in the way that it ended that make it harder for this person to come forward. Okay, how does this person feel towards you right now? Obsession, cloudy judgment, finality. Okay, so whatever finality they made around this connection, they've been obsessed ever since. Okay, so whatever they did was in cloudy judgment. I don't think they've been able to leave this behind. I want more on this. Maybe they're feeling finality from you. Or the time is final, like the time it's taken is putting a nail in the coffin. They have clarity now. They're obsessed with you. They did something in their cloudy judgment, their illusions, their unbalance, their distortion. Maybe they were overwhelmed by emotion. Maybe they were overwhelmed by triggers and trauma and blocks from our past that come back to haunt us, that come back to challenge us and test us. There was a sense of the energy this person was in and the clarity they stand in now, the obsession they have with you. And this connection. Don't just think it's you. They're lusting for you. There's a strong desire to you physically. Okay, so how much they're attracted to you, how much they want to be all up in that. Okay, very intense. That's what I'm saying. The heart fog, the time that it's taken. Oh my God, if I fuck this up, I've been in this place of cloudy judgment. I have this clarity. Is it too much of a foolish mistake now to come back? Would she even take me in? Would she bite off my head? Even though this is my wish fulfillment, this is a sense of realizations. Epiphanies, understandings, awakenings after the confusion that this person felt. They're coming into understanding. They're opening up. Oh my God. Let's just see the yellow cards. I want to see this person's intentions towards you. Oh my God, they've been facing inner turmoil. They've been trying to numb themselves of the feeling. They've been trying to move on from it. But really doubting and questioning decisions, the cloudy judgment, the clarity they're having now, they want to rebuild. Their intention is to build something here. Long lasting, starting over, but better than ever, moving forward with hard work and communication. Okay, so there is going to be an attempt here. After I feel they've overcome this is their block. And that inner turmoil is the same thing that's mirroring in you right now. So you guys are mirrors. There's something about the inner turmoil that you face that you may numb yourself out or that you are not addressing, that they're mirroring the same thing that is blocking them from coming in and rebuilding here. Just saying. Leo energy on the table and drinking the Kool Aid. Maybe they listen to others. Maybe they had other people's influence around them. Yeah, maybe they did take other people's advice. Listen, look at Divine Feminine at the bottom. how they view you. Drinking the Kool Aid, though, I also see that as my card of obsession. Okay, that they're so fixated on you, they're your number one fan. They're drinking your Kool Aid. Like, just saying. And they may see you in this very bright spotlight, Leo energy. I mean, that's front and center stage. That is confidence. That is someone that is, oh my God. They're thinking about union and how in sync you guys are. As I was saying, though, this is someone that really brings a sense of confidence, a sense of star presence, a real beauty. Like, there's something magnetizing about a Leo energy. So they're fantasizing about the union, being in union, in sync, how in sync they feel in this connection. But they want to be fully present, mind, body, and spirit. And they do not feel present, body and spirit, mind, body, and spirit right now. They see you two as a power couple, that you're a great source of power together, and they're acquiring knowledge about you and the connection. Probably finding out more about where you are right now. The dream team of change. That's how they visualize you two. And they have a little castle in the background. Maybe they really wanted to build a little castle with you. Your own little castle, your own bubble. Oh, time is fucking ticking. Tell them louder in the back. One more. Oh. So, fragmentation of the soul. There is significant drama from the past. There is irrational, unexplained fears that this person has. Checking out in certain situations. Overreactions to seemingly small problems. There's some fragmentation of this person's soul. There is some healing that they're going through. And I read predominantly divine connections. When you're connected and that is going through your threads, where you are energetically really impacts your person that you are connected to. So I want to just see what should you do about this energy? The Fool, upright for you. New beginnings, new opportunities. Be open to embark on a new adventure. Whatever there's maybe a new opportunity coming your way. Take it. Give yourself a sense of newness, a sense of escape, a sense of new chapter beginning, transformation within your own life. Knight of Wands. Don't be so reactionary. Don't be too emotional. There's something about transformational energy you're meant to be going through. You're meant to come out the Fool. You're not meant to be stuck on where it was last left off. You're meant to be transforming through your own spiritual journey. We're going to part 3. There is something about your personal transformation that is important in this connection that you cannot get past. They want to come forward with the Fool. You got the Fool as to what you should do. And this, I did say not to be emotional and reactionary, but also to be fearless, to take action, to embark. You're meant to be going through big rebirth energy. Wherever you're stuck, wherever you're stagnant in this hermit, like there's meant to be a transformation. You're meant to break that. Like, we need to dust you off. We need to shine you up. Like, we need to get you back in this divine feminine, back into this light in which you cast, okay, and what this person sees. There is a sense of spiritual shift that needs to happen energetically for you, and what decisions you make in your life as well. The High Priestess. You're spiritual, you're tapped in, you're intuitive. You are a divine channel. You are connected. When you can trust, when you can release it, when you can truly surrender it to the universe. That's when it comes back around to you. But there is something about a profound change that is meant to happen through this death, through this ending, that brings this in. Don't be so consumed about tomorrow. Live in the present. Don't be wrapped up in what you're going to do about this, this, and this, and then all the questions that come into your head and your over bombardment of thought. Stay grounded. Release it and focus on what you can bring in, what changes, what can be the new beginnings in your life. I'm feeling things around where you are right now. This is also a card of travel. Don't let yourself be limited by fears, by beliefs, by systems that are put in place for us, not designed by us, not for our highest good at least. Resolve a little bit of that inner frustration, that inner turmoil. If you need to go have fun, go have fun. Lay a little bit of the steam off. But this is really about settling a bit of that inner frustration. There is something about you, wild child, letting your hair down, having that sense of innocence, having that sense of new perspective, that openness to the world again, not being so closed off, not being so jaded by what's happened, and especially in this situation. You're coming into a new cycle. And I said that in part 1. It felt like you were at your end. You were reaching your breaking point. Release where it has been. Give it the time. I know that the time's been ticking. This person feels it. But it's been trapped up in this energy where it's been left off. It's like we haven't moved past this. We've been stuck ever since. As I said, we need to dust you off. Let me just see where we are in the journey with this connection. There's secrets through the separation. And I think there's things that you don't know that I think it feels like there's more to be said here, that there's been emotions withheld, that there hasn't been a true transparency, that maybe it's like you guys have broken off or it just whatever, it fell off, but there's like you're secretly in separation. It's like it's meant to come back around again. I've never said that about that, so that's very specific. Divine feminine, karmic connection. Okay, so maybe in its initial union it was a bit karmic. Maybe this is really called on you to activate, to step into your divine feminine. That union card, it's union, not reunion. So that talks about the initial union. Right person, wrong time. So whatever challenges were showing up in your connection was karmic, was things that needed to be resolved, past lessons, past tests, past things that needed to be righted. Reincarnated, karmic, meant to show up this lifetime, meant to find each other, meant to activate you though. And it does say it's your right person, just the wrong timing around it. Divine masculine and divine feminine. You both are. You're both meant to come into it. Divine feminines activate first usually. So there's something about you truly stepping into this, truly becoming that, truly transforming, not being a shell of yourself, not being lost and caught up in this divine masculine musk that you can't get out of. No, it's picking yourself up. It's jumping into the full energy that you want to see mirrored in this person. taking leaps of faith, breaking cycles. You are meant to have incoming communication. And there is meant to be reconciliation. I know it says married, but I see this as marriage coming together. There's separation, divorce, and married. So married is our coming together. But incoming communication. That there is meant to be a coming together again. Maybe you are destined to marry this person as well. Just came to me. But also your psychic abilities may be coming online through your dreams. Okay, you may be having quite vivid dreams. Dreams with messages. Dreams with this person in it. Dreams with certain feelings. Take note of these. Write them down. Write down certain details. If you can remember them. They're always very interesting to come back to. And can give you indications of what is energetically felt in the connection. How do you see this person? How do they show up in your dream? What is the true thread underneath it all? We're healing. We're on our healing journey. I love it. And it's been that for you too. Even though it may frustrate you with where it's been in the 3D with this person, what it's done for you spiritually in the 4 and 5D, I think has been tremendous, or it's going to be tremendous. Let's just get a couple of these. I just want to see any final notes on the connection, what's coming. Okay, so the ghost did the breadcrumbing. There's going to be an overnight success over all of that. So a rapid rise from this person where it may have felt neglected before. There's going to be a sudden breakthrough. And you're going to receive no filter and speak up at the bottom. And they're both about speaking. This person's going to come through and be very transparent with you. They're going to have a lot to say. Look at all the message bubbles. All the things that haven't been said. Oh my God, they're just flying out like that. Ascension. Good. Coming into that clarity. That's what we want to see. Okay, this connection, this person is still very much connected. Release, full energy, surrender.